Did you ever make any of these little bunny rabbits? This is the 4th most popular video on my channel, almost 1 million views now. It's actually 6 years old, but it continues to get either hundreds or thousands of views per day, like this here. And now I'm going to see how many of these I can crochet in 2 hours. Even though it's my own pattern, I don't remember it by heart, so it may not go very fast, so I'm not going to guess how many I will be able to make. So this video is not a tutorial. I'm linking the tutorial in the description. Aren't all these daffodils lovely? I love watching every day. There's a few more. I'm in Ireland and I wish it could stop raining. Don't worry, I'm not going to film the full 2 hours. I'm only showing you bits from here and there, but I'm going to use a timer here so that I know where I am, and when or if I take a break, then I stop the timer, so that the actual crochet time will be 2 hours. And I'm not going to weave in any ends or sew eyes within that 2 hours, so I do that outside of it. Here I have 4 hooks that I'm going to be using, and various yarns. So just see how far I go. There's one wool, all the rest are cotton. And then I have this big one, chenille or velvet yarn, that was left over from the cowl I made a few weeks ago, if you have seen that video. So I'm going to make one rabbit using this as well. So I'm just going to set the timer now and start. Okay, the timer has been set. I'm starting my first rabbit. I'm using cotton in white and a hook 3.5 millimeters. I have noticed before that if you try to crochet super fast, then you start making mistakes or make funny stitches or something. I created this pattern 6 years ago while staying in the Algarve, Portugal. If you don't design patterns yourself, you may not always realize how much work goes into it. I tried many different ways of crocheting the rabbit shape, sometimes just changing 2 or 3 stitches before being happy with this one. The year after I published the video, I made also a written pattern with a photo tutorial and stitch chart. At first I was wondering if people are prepared to pay for a pattern when there is a free tutorial for it in YouTube, but I have since learned that they do. For me it's easiest to read charts, so that's what I have at the side of me there. Many bloggers even sell printable PDF patterns, even though there is exactly the same text free in their blog with ads. By the way, if I notice that I have a mistake of 1 stitch somewhere, as long as it doesn't affect the entire rabbit, I'm not going back and fixing it. The slowest bit here really is this here, where you have to do foundation double crochets at the end of a row to create the front pose without any chain where to put the stitches. Okay, here's the first one done, and that was 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see if I get any faster as I go on. Next, I'll make a red one using wool and a 4 millimeter hook. Here's that one, 10 minutes, 20 seconds. So they probably look like they're going to be very close in time how long they take. By the way, when I was designing this, apart from the difficulty of deciding how to start it, the thing that took a long time also was to do the shape of the face the way that I wanted it. A few more here. The last one took just 9 minutes, 40 seconds. I'm getting faster. You can use these rabbits in many different ways. You could also attach 2 together for a bunting or baby mobile, or starch them for Easter decorations. Next, I decided to do this here bulky chenille yarn, and I know that it's going to take longer because I'm not really used to using bulky big hooks. This is 7 millimeter, but I'm trying to do my best. here. I knew it was going to take longer, 16 minutes 30, 16 and a half minutes to make this one, while the others have taken either slightly more than or slightly less than 10 minutes. What would you use this for? One thing that comes to mind is as table decoration or some decoration for baby showers. So in this yarn and a big hook, the rabbit is a good bit bigger. So with the 5 smaller ones we had 52 minutes and 30 seconds, and then adding the time it took to make the large one, we are now at 69 minutes. As you can see, I made eyes in between here to some of those. Then I made another white one and one more pink. So far almost 1.5 hours used and 8 rabbits. Now there's just half an hour left. I would like to get 3 rabbits done in that time, but we'll see. Timer. This yarn that I have now, it splits easily, so it might be longer. In spite of the splitting yarn, this was only 8 minutes 30 seconds. I'm probably getting faster because I remember more of it by heart. So altogether we are now at 98 minutes and 10 seconds. Then next one, getting faster all the time. This one was under 8 minutes. One of the reasons would be that I took wool as yarn, something that I normally use, as well as my favorite size of a hook, which is the Clover Amour 4. These are the ones, Clover Amour ones, I have basically been using here. Check out the description. For me, these are the best hooks there are. So after this one, we are at 106 minutes, which means there are 14 minutes left. And I'm actually going to try if I can crochet a bunny out of this velvet yarn in 14 minutes. Because the first one with this yarn took over 16 minutes. I'm working on this now, and then I'll come back just for the last minute or half a minute or so to see how I will be doing if I get this done in 14 minutes. This is going quite well. I'm still under 7 minutes and I'm already getting close to the head. Another one that slows a bit is the ear. Just the fact that you have to crochet into chains. It looks like I will be able to finish this in under 14 minutes. Okay, the last bit. The ears are done, and then just the face. Or whatever you call it when it's an animal, actually, I can't remember the word. Do you ever find that if you are trying to crochet as fast as possible, you actually end up fiddling with stitches and the hook and crochet even slower than normal? There! I made it! That was just 11 minutes and 4 seconds to make this here. I would have a few minutes left now to start a new one, but I won't, I would only get halfway. Here they all are. 11 bunnies done in just a couple of minutes under 2 hours, when you don't count the eyes. There's some of them are still eyes are missing, but I didn't want to take time to do that anymore because this video is already hours late to be published. So here they all are. That was fun to do. Let me know in the comments what you would use these rabbits for. Till next time.